On Conversations of Consequence as myself and guests unpack issues that matter most. Live from the Lifeboat Coffee Radio Studios at 7th Street in Dunlap in Phoenix, the Bruce Nixon Show delivers on a promise to get you off on a great start. Don't miss the Bruce Nixon Show, Tuesdays at 9 p.m. right here on AM 1100, the Valley's independent talk radio station.
The information and opinions you hear on this radio show are those of the host, guests, and callers, and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of KFNX, its affiliates, management, or advertisers.
Welcome to Pain Management Arizona. I am Bob Miller. I'm a licensed massage therapist. I do therapeutic massage. Neuromuscular Trigger Point Therapy is really what gets the problems to go away. And I am a pain management specialist with New Serenity Massage. I'm here with you every Friday at 9 p.m. on Independent Talk, 1100 KFNX. And in case you were looking for some more political garbage, this is not the show for that. I'm getting pretty sick of all the political garbage. I'm glad those elections are over. I'm not missing all those political commercials at all. Never saw one where the person actually talked about why I should vote for them. It was always why the other person's evil. So it just got kind of out of hand. But we are going to talk a little bit about pain management and alternatives to taking those pills that the doctors keep pushing on people. Major opioid crisis in our country. 80% of all the opioid painkillers manufactured in the entire world are eaten up by Americans. America only makes up 5% of the, of the world's population, and we are just eating it like candy. It's kind of crazy. Most of the other countries in the world, they give it out with an eyedropper. Only people in the hospital with major trauma or end of life dull their pain a little bit. And here, we got 300 million prescriptions written. I think 2015 was the last year I looked that up, but it's just insane the amount of pills that are given for conditions that are just so easily fixed with body work. Massage with trigger point therapy can actually alleviate the knots in the muscles that are pressing on the nerves that are causing all those headaches, migraine headaches, back pain, hip pain, shoulder pain. All sorts of stuff. It's just really blows me away. I just had a lady came in, heard me on the radio last week, came in over the weekend, and she had been getting headaches almost every day since she was 8 years old. She had something happen, and now she's in her early 30s. So that's, over 20 years of several headaches a day. Had a headache when she showed up at my office, and I told her with confidence, you're not going to have that headache halfway through this session because I know what I'm doing. I can get the pressure off the nerve and make it go away. And sure enough, her headache was gone and they have not come back. I get that all the time. It's really great. I got another gentleman heard me last week on the radio. He's had 4 back surgeries on his spine, had lumbar spine fused in one of them. Because of major problems with the discs. He had some degenerative disc issues, and I can't fix the degenerative disc issue, but when you have those kind of issues, you're going to have a whole lot of trauma to the muscles, and the muscles are what pulls the bones tighter together, causing more issues. And I was able to really get him a lot of relief he hadn't had in a lot of years too. It's a lot of fun. I have 3 locations that I can work on yet. The main ones are Peoria and Phoenix. Peoria is at about 94th Drive, and Thunderbird right off the 101 at Sonoran Life Solution Counseling Offices. Great place. They do individual, family, and group counselings there. And I also can work on people down at Urban Wellness in Phoenix at about 7th Street, McDowell. Great place there. They have yoga classes, meditation classes, a lot of other great wellness and spiritual being type of activities there. They have a lot of more natural practitioners, acupuncture, chiropractic, all sorts of great stuff there at Urban Wellness. And you can book with me. I only charge $50 an hour at either one of my locations, which is as opposed to you can easily pay $100 at all those other Massage Envy, Elements, Hand and Stone places without signing up for a membership. They really charge double what I charge on a daily basis. So go to my website. The show is Pain Management Arizona. You can go to the website at painmanagementarizona.com. You can watch me live on YouTube. On YouTube channel is Pain Management Arizona, or look me up on Facebook at Pain Management Arizona. I think I got a couple. Oh yeah, if you want to enter the contest, giving away a free 90-minute therapeutic massage session. It is transferable. You can give it to somebody you care about or use it yourself. Just send an email to, you guessed it, painmanagementarizona@gmail.com. You will not get any sort of spam or anything like that. It's just put contest in the subject line, give me your name, and I'll shoot you back an email only if you win. And, well, we're having had a real good time getting to the studio today. Every year I put Christmas lights all over my car. I have an SUV. It is already yellow, very bright color, very noticeable color. Yes, it's dark outside, but I had my headlights on and I had a couple of hundred Christmas lights wrapped all around my car on, and I still got the drunk drivers trying to pull out in front of me while I'm driving down the road. If you really want to see drunk drivers, take a trip down on a Friday night down 7th Street every week on my way here. It's like they're weaving, they're pulling out in front of you, you can't stay within their lane. It's just incredible. I don't know why the cops don't just patrol up and down 7th Street here. They would, they probably just don't have enough. They bring a paddy wagon or something. A lot of people drinking and driving on that road. But we do have the holidays are coming up. We got, gosh, we're almost to Thanksgiving already, and Christmas comes up. And that's why you're seeing all those charitable donate to us charities all over the TV. And I am very much an advocate on saying check out the charities before you donate to them, because there's been a lot of controversy going. I mean, I'm watching TV and there's a 2-minute commercial on prime time on network television, which has got to be costing, I don't know what, $100,000 to do that kind of commercial. But they're asking for donations for Holocaust survivors in some other country that are in their 80s. And it's like, I want to see a census report on how many Holocaust survivors are actually still around. And I want to see the numbers on what kind of money is actually getting sent to these people if they're, charging that, paying that much for TV airtime. And then there's the snow leopards and the kids with the cleft palates. And basically, to claim it's for charity, you really only need to give 10% to those charities. And if you look it up, there's a lot of the charities that are around that you can see the CEOs are giving themselves a salary of $500,000 to $1 million a year. And it shows what their operating expenses are. And a lot of them are even under 10% of what actually goes to these charities. So definitely check out your charities before you donate to them. And if you want to find more about how I can help you end your pain, get rid of migraines, headaches, back pain, hip pain, shoulder pain, neck pain, go to I'llFixYou.com. That's my main website. Got a lot of great stretching charts, a lot of good information on there, even some free ebooks that can definitely get you pointed in the right direction. Again, I got 3 locations, Phoenix, Peoria, and Goodyear. I can work on you only $50 for an hour. A lot of things are completely worked out in just a 1-hour session. The medical community has been fighting us getting massage covered by insurance because they know if people started coming to people like me, they wouldn't be going to the doctors and taking all the pills as much. They'd lose them a lot of money. It's the medical association is always stepping up, claiming we're not a valid medical type of worthy of taking insurance, because they're going to lose a lot of money when we do. And we will be back after these messages. Stay with us.
Take a chance on me.
Taking care of your car is the utmost importance. This is Shoeshine Mike for Camelback Toyota. It's autumn and the weather's changing, but we have a great deal at Camelback Toyota this month that will not change. Come on down to Camelback Toyota Service Department, buy 3 tires, get the 4th for $1. Any Toyota in original factory condition. You're at Camelback Toyota, right around the corner at 16th Street in Camelback, where customer satisfaction is always numero uno. Come on down, take care of those tires for our beautiful new weather. Thank you and enjoy your day.
If you missed the Dana Show, you missed this.
You're not going to lie to people about the jobs that they didn't have. You're not going to lie to people about how much they're paying in taxes. You can try, but you're going to be unbelievably unsuccessful. I mean, we could sit here and I could have this conversation all day if people want. But the bottom line is that it was an absolute myth. There was any at all whatsoever Obama recovery.
Dana Lash, afternoons at 12 p.m. Independent Talk, 1100 KFNX.
What good is dental insurance if you can't use it because the dentist is closed when you're off work? SmileMax 365 is open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week. We have special relationships with your insurance, so you don't pay anything out of pocket for teeth cleanings. SmileMax 365 also provides on-the-spot financing. If you're looking to do some minor or major teeth work, we maximize your insurance and make you pay as little as possible. Call 602-943-7297 or click SmileMax365.com for your appointment at your convenience.
The Marcus Giovanni Show, that badly needed adult conversation and truth. Leave your politics at the door, right here on Independent Talk, 1100 KFNX and 1100KFNX.com.
Sundays at 7 p.m. Eisenhower said, "Plans are nothing. Planning is everything."
The Palladino Financial Group believes the same holds true for investing in your retirement account. It is not those who invest smart during peaks in the market, but those who plan smart for the long term that gain the most from their retirement savings. Creating a sound plan today is the first step to making sure you have the money you need during the income distribution phase of your retirement plan. To request a consultation, visit www.palladinofinancialgroup.com and take the first step towards planning smart for your retirement.
Hi, Rick and Dave here.
The Elton Brothers on KFNX.
Have you ever pulled in front of a listing, can't get a hold of anyone, and just wanted more info and photos?
That's so annoying.
Well, we have an app for you.
Simply text Elton to 32323.
It's completely free and downloads right to your mobile device.
So any real estate sign across the valley.
Text Elton to 32323 and get all the MLS info right to your phone.
Immediately.
The Elton Brothers, putting real estate in the palm of your hand.
Tune in Thursdays at 11 a.m.
Hi, I'm Dr. Bob Marshall, PhD, host of Healthline. Tune in to get your questions answered.
Thank you, Dr. Marshall. Promote exquisite immune and cardiovascular support with Quantum Nutrition Lab's Quantum Garlic Complex, featuring bear garlic and allicin. Buy 2 bottles and get the 3rd one free. Call 800-370-3447 or visit online at qnlabs.com.
Welcome back to Pain Management Arizona. Bob Miller, licensed massage therapist, neuromuscular trigger point specialist, and pain management specialist. Here with you every Friday, 9 p.m. Talk about pain, talk about getting rid of that pain without having to go to a bunch of doctor's visits and taking a bunch of pills. A lot of these pains I'm running across all the time for years now. People have said, oh, I wish I would have found you 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Because that's how long they've been going and seeing doctors and specialists and neurologists and getting no help. Yeah, it's just insane, especially the migraines. I love when people tell me they have migraines because they're just amazed at the fact how easy it is. I can get rid of migraines. And it's just really simple, very affordable. It's only $50 an hour for a session with me at one of my locations. Main locations are in Phoenix at Urban Wellness. And at Sonora and Life Solutions in Peoria. You can book an appointment with me at one of those locations, and we can get you taken care of, get those pains to go away. If you do have questions, you can call 602-277-4200. 5369. That's 277 KFNX. And I can answer any questions you might have as well. Another little thing about the holidays are coming up. Package thieves. I actually caught somebody, I think it was 2 years ago, was trying to steal a package from my neighbors right across the street. I live on the side of a hill, so I'm up higher, then there's the road, then down lower is the next house across the street. And I saw this idiot in a little minivan. He was following the postman around. He was just following the mailman, and he'd see the mailman drop off packages. He'd pull up to the house, get out, go run down the driveway, and take him back, put him in his minivan. And unfortunately, I saw him. I walked outside, and he couldn't tell where I was at, but I was yelling some not so friendly words at him and scared the bejeevas out of him. And he dropped the packages and jumped in his car and just tried to speed away. I wish I would have thought a couple seconds sooner. I would have lobbed a couple of rocks through the windows of his minivan. Then I could have told the cops, yeah, look for a minivan with a busted windows on the right hand side of the minivan. I told the cop that when I reported it, and he said, oh yeah, but then he could, get you for damage to his vehicle. It's like, it's insane. I mean, a guy's in the commission of a crime and he can sue me for damaging his car, but just love to go to court, but see what the judge would say about that. But anyway, definitely, my advice, which I told them too, is, if you're getting packages, around this time of year, you're getting stuff mailed to you, just write on a piece of paper and stick it on your front door. Do not leave packages. I will pick them up at the post office, and they will leave you a little slip that says, come to the post office to pick up your packages. Because that way they're not going to get stolen, because there's a lot of people out there doing it. I did see a little meme on the internet that said, take all your old Amazon boxes and put your garbage in it and then tape them back up and leave them by your door. So these package thieves will come and steal your garbage for you, just junk you want to get rid of. But yeah, it's kind of a shame that people gotta be doing that, but it's unavoidable. It's probably been going on since the caveman days. There was somebody coming in and stealing your rocks that from your cave and running off with them. But yeah, there's always those people out there. But back to the pain management, we all do things in our daily lives that strain our muscles. It's just the way you sit, the way you stand, the way you do your job, the way you sit at the computer, the way you look at your cell phone. The list goes on and on and on. There's always something we're doing where we have our body in an unnatural position, and that strains muscles. When muscles get strained, they get knots in the muscles. When the knots are pressing on a nerve, you're sending random signals up or down that nerve and getting cramps in muscles or pain, registering in the brain from somewhere farther down. Because a lot of the time, when you feel a pain, where you feel the pain is not where the problem is. It's just like if you have pain in the center of your low back, right in the center, going right across the top of the pelvis there, that's normally going to be farther down into the gluteal area or closer to the hip bone. If you get headaches, there's nothing wrong with the inside of your head. There's nothing wrong with your head at all. It's in the side of your neck and in your shoulders where the knots are on that nerve. If you get numbness and tingling in your fingers, it's going to be in the side of your neck on the scalene muscles that are on the brachial plexus. And that's my job to know this. That's what I've been studying for years. I took my studying so far beyond what I learned in school. It was, just the tip of the iceberg. I learned, I had some amazing successes even in school with the student clinic. All the massage schools, they have a student clinic where you can go if you want to get a cheap massage, and you're not even allowed to tip. So you normally can get like an hour massage for $30 from somebody that doesn't quite know what they're doing yet. And then you write up a little critique on how they did for the school. And while I was in that student clinic, I had a couple of real amazing successes with people that have already been to their doctors and were getting no help for, you know, one was a chronic condition. Actually, they were both actually chronic condition. One was shoulder pain, one was severe back pain. And both those people, I'd already learned about trigger point, how to release trigger points, how to look for trigger points. And on both of those women, well, one was a girl, she was in her early 20s, and the other was a lady that was 92. But both of them, I found exactly where the knot was in the muscle that was causing all of this suffering that they've been dealing with. Got it to release, and it was completely gone. That was like really my light bulb over the head. Ding! Hey, this is amazing. I must know everything there is to know about it. So I kept studying even after I got out of school, and I found so many things that can easily be fixed if you take the time to explore the muscles and have studied the muscles and nerves and skeletal systems so you know where to look. It's like I mention all the time on the show is, you go to a doctor, you tell the doctor you got symptoms or ABC. They're going to say, okay, you have DEF and the prescribed treatment for this is XYZ, because that's what people before them have written in books that have run across similar things. And so what I do is you come in and you say, I have ABC. I'm going to say, okay, you have ABC. Tell me a little bit more about it. If it's a headache, is it a headache behind the eye? Is it a headache back of the head, top of the head? Then I know where I need to start looking to find where the problem actually is. I got to start, do basic massage, warm up the muscles. Then I can feel even during the warm up, to me now it's like speed bumps. When I'm running across a muscle, I can feel where every little knot is with the tips of my fingers and my hands. And then I know, okay, yeah, if you got the headache in this area, it's going to be these muscles. If the headache's in that area, it's going to be different muscles. If the pain's in your hip, it's going to be these muscles and those muscles. If it's tingling in your fingers, it's going to be these muscles. I know where to look. And I am very good at what I do. Most people get either relief or complete elimination of the problem in one session. Not everyone, because it didn't take you just 1 hour to get in this bad a shape. And especially, you've been suffering with it for years yourself or months or decades. So we can't always get everything out in 1 hour session, but amazingly, a lot of times I do. Most of the time I do, especially headaches. Headaches are just simple for me to get rid of. And it's really gratifying because, headaches are one of the worst pains you can get because you can't escape your own head. If it's your foot that hurts, you can kind of ignore it. If it's your hand or your leg or your hip, it's like, yeah, it hurts. It's inconvenient. But when it's right inside your head with everything else, that's a tough one. But definitely check out my website. You can go to painmanagementarizona.com or I'llFixYou.com to find more information, find out where my locations are, how to book an appointment. You can book online. And oh, yeah, I am selling now gift cards. So you can actually buy and send e-gift cards to friends and family if you know somebody that suffers with migraines, especially, or back pain. Those are two of my primary ones I work on people on. Go to my website. There's a big green button that says click here to buy and send gift cards. You can send it right to their phone or email, and then they will have credit with my office. They can just come in, show me the number. I type it in. Their massage is all paid for you. And those can be used at both locations in Phoenix and in Peoria. So again, painmanagementarizona.com or I'llFixYou.com will get you to my site, get you all the information. Plus, there's a lot of free ebooks and stretching charts. Stretching is always great to prevent getting knots because that's keeps blood flowing, keeps fluids pumping. Another thing, good, drink lots of fluids, lots of water. There's all sorts of ways to prevent getting knots. And when we come back, we're going to talk more about some of the things that people do that strain the muscles, and some things you can do to prevent straining your muscles, because it's just being aware of what you're doing and what your body feels like. And we're going to take some more questions at 602-277-KFNX. If anybody wants to call in with questions, you can get your questions answered there. And we will be right back.
CIA's conclusion is that Saudi Arabia's crown prince ordered the killing of Washington Post columnist Jamal Khashoggi. Washington Post reporter Shane Harris says the newspaper spoke with U.S. officials who expressed high confidence in that CIA assessment that contradicts Saudi assertions that Mohammed bin Salman was not involved.
This was a brazen attack, as we all know, and has been well documented. But the intelligence ultimately was collected by the United States and also by other governments, including Turkey, and is forming this full picture that we're seeing now.
More than 1,000 people are now unaccounted for, with 71 confirmed deaths in Northern California's Camp Fire, which has destroyed more than 12,000 buildings. Republican Brian Kemp says the Georgia gubernatorial election is over, with Democratic rival Stacey Abrams admitting she cannot win the race. I'm Barton Eckert.
From the KFNX WeatherBug Weather Center for tonight, clear skies with a low of 47. For your Saturday, sunshine with a high of 74, partly cloudy and 48 on your Saturday night. Mostly sunny and 72 on Sunday. And for Monday, sunshine with a high of 74. I'm Tim Livingston from the KFNX WeatherBug Weather Center.
Currently, in downtown Phoenix, it's 72 degrees.
Would you like to expand your business? I'm Francis Battaglia, president of Independent Talk 1100 KFNX. KFNX is one of the most cost-effective and powerful ways to get your message out, reach potential customers, and grow your business. Advertise for only $10 per 30-second spot on top shows like Laura Ingraham and Michael Savage. Call me at 602-277-1100 extension 1463. 602-277-1100 extension 1463.
I'm Staff Sergeant Mark Anthony Madrid.
Staff Sergeant Samantha Cowell.
Staff Sergeant Alex.
Staff Sergeant William Lewis, and I am proud to defend my family and our nation.
The Air Force Reserve is part of the story of this great nation.
I'm grateful that I have a chance to wear the uniform of the heroes that went before me.
I'm proud to be part of a team that helped make a difference in the world.
Every day, men and women from communities across this nation serve as reserve citizen airmen. Even as technology evolves and changes, our commitment to defend and protect this nation remains steadfast. We celebrate those who have served and those who are proudly serving. We celebrate our proud history and look towards an exciting and uniting future. Our mission is to fly, fight, and win in air, space, and cyberspace.
And I'm proud to be a member.
And I'm proud to serve in the United States.
And I am proud to protect our country.
Proud to serve in the U.S. Air Force Reserve.
Estrella Publishing produces the West Valley's premier and preferred community magazines. Estrella Publishing can customize a marketing program to meet the needs, objectives, and budget of any business. Their low advertising prices, along with a monthly readership of 150,000 plus, makes Estrella Publishing the best value for your marketing budget. Mention KFNX and receive a 10% discount on any 12-month advert program. For more information, call 623-594-9283 or visit estrellapublishing.com.
This is Wrench Nation.
Have you talked about the smell of some, I don't want to gross any of the audience out, but any of decaying rodents?
But listen, fresh fish smell from your vehicle could be a sign of very old antifreeze leaking.
Car talk, car culture, car tips, car music, all that is car. Wrench Nation.
Saturdays at 8 a.m. here on Independent Talk 1100 KFNX.
Welcome back to Pain Management Arizona. I'm Bob Miller. I am your pain management specialist. I am also a neuromuscular trigger point specialist. Trigger points are knots in the muscle. We all get knots in the muscle. We all have knots in our muscle. There's no way to avoid getting knots in the muscles, but there are ways to make it not happen as bad and not happen as often. The knots in the muscles are what causes most pains. You know, anything, I mean, anything and everything from headaches to back pain to hip pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, pain in the tingling in the fingers, cramps in the calves, cramps in the feet is mostly all from just knots in the muscles. And I know how to make those knots relief. I have a very gentle, passive technique to get those knots to release. And I have 3 locations that I can get you at in Peoria, Phoenix, and Goodyear. We can get you an appointment at one of those locations and get the knots worked out. A very gentle, very passive technique. I do not grind elbows into anyone. I was taught that in school, and I've seen most therapists still do that. Grinding an elbow into you is kind of like trying to kill ants with a sledgehammer. You may get a few of the ants dead, but you're going to do a whole lot of damage to the ground underneath them. That's why I don't do that. I use my fingertips. I do a very gentle way of releasing the knots, and I know where the knots are and how to find them and how to release them, and I have the patience it takes to get all the knots out of an area. And I get incredible results. Again, my price is only $50 an hour. That's half of what you're going to pay at a lot of the massage chains that are out there. And you're not going to get anybody in one of those places that knows how to do what I do because, unfortunately, a lot of the people, I mean, don't get me wrong, basic Swedish massage in those fast food places of massage is definitely very beneficial to the body. Does a lot of good in a lot of ways. But if you're really looking for real pain management, you need somebody that knows neuromuscular trigger point, and they don't teach it anywhere near the level I know it at. I worked in several of those places early in my career, and I was getting therapists that have been a therapist for 10, 20, even 30 years longer than I had that were sending their clients to me. They would come to me and they'd say, "Hey, Bob, I can't get this guy's back pain to go away or this lady's headaches to go away. Can I have them book with you?" And I said, "Yeah," because they all knew what I could do. It was funny. They used to have a board in the back in the break room that they kept a tally of how many people that you saw that were new clients that actually signed up for memberships. And everybody there had anywhere from 2% to 12%. I think one person had 17% once of the new people actually signing up for memberships to keep coming back every month. And I didn't even try to sell memberships, and I had 48, 49, 50, and 51% the four of the first 4 months I was there. So I was getting, average 50% of all the new people were signing up for memberships to come back and see me. And all the people that have been a therapist for 10 and 20 years longer than me were, getting between 8 and 12% on average. And they kept bugging me. They kept saying, "What are you doing? What are you saying to these people?" And I go, "It's not what I'm saying. It's what I'm doing. I'm working on them. I'm making their pain go away." I explained to them exactly how it works because I am a very honest person. I don't try to, I don't say, "Oh, yeah, you need to come in, 3 times a week for the next 6 months." Like, it's like just ridiculous. I let people know, see how you feel. If it's not completely gone, come back when you feel comfortable coming back. Some people come once a week. Some people come every other week. Some people come once a month just for maintenance to keep things loosened up so they don't knot up. And with my prices, people can afford to because it's not $100 a visit, like the other places are. And I actually get things done. I did have one of the gentlemen that saw me at one of the places I worked once. He had headaches and low back pain, and apparently he had surgery, a knee replaced 14 years earlier. And I worked on him. I got his headaches to go away, got his back pain to go away, all in one session. And then when I was working on his leg, I found a whole bunch of extra knots that most people don't have that many knots in the side of the leg in the IT band. And I started working all those out, taking my time, getting them one at a time. And all of a sudden he says, "Well, I got feeling back in my foot." And I looked at him. I said, "How long has your foot been numb?" And he goes, "For 14 years since I had my knee replaced, I've had no feeling in my foot. Now I have feeling in my foot again." And it just blew me away. I was like, "Oh my gosh," I mean, this guy's been for 14 years seeing every kind of doctor, specialist, neurologist, got MRIs, everything done, trying to figure out why his foot was numb. And here I was just doing what I do and corrected the problem. And since then, I've had like 12 other people that had peripheral neuropathy, is what it's called, numbness below the knee, numbness in the foot. And the medical world really doesn't have any cure for it. Some people just get tingling. Some people, it feels like your foot's asleep all the time. That wonderful feeling. Some people completely lose feeling. And I've had like 12 people so far that had this, and most of them didn't even tell me they had it until I got the knots out, and all of a sudden they got feeling restored. And it just kind of really blew me away. And it's just, it's really rewarding. It's a lot better than any other career job I've ever had. I didn't, actually feel good about yourself at the end of the day when you go home. And, but there again, check out my website. Go to painmanagementarizona.com, or easier to remember, I'llFixYou.com. And I have all the information on how to book with you. You can actually book online. Just click on the book at the Peoria office, and you can book at my Peoria location on the spot. Make sure you get the spot you want, or you can call 623-974-3333. That's 623-974-3333 to book an appointment at the Peoria office. There's obviously nobody in the office right now, but they'll be back in the morning. And you can get booked at the Peoria office, and we can get you straightened out. Again, price is only $50. Very gentle, very passive technique, and very effective. I mean, for everything, headaches, back pain, the list goes on and on and on. And as far as some of the things that we do that strain our muscles, if you work on a computer, well, you want to make sure your monitor is up high enough. I'm looking at the computer screens they have sitting in here. They're like 8 inches lower than I could be using those computers. I'd have to adjust the screens up if I was going to spend any time on that computer. If your screen does not adjust up, get a dictionary. Find a dictionary and put it under it, because you're on a computer. What do you need a dictionary for? Right? Put it under to lift up the screen. If you're sitting, the best height to have your computer screens at, is if you're sitting in your chair with your back straight, looking straight ahead as if you were looking across the room. You should be looking right at the top edge of the monitor. That way, in theory, you can look at the entire screen just looking down with your eyes instead of bending your neck down, or craning your neck forward. And if it's too low, raise it up. If it's too high, lower it down. And make sure your font's big enough. You can, I don't know what, Control Plus will enlarge your screen so you can read things without having to lean in forward to it. I have this one lovely lady that works at the Peoria office. I keep getting on her to get a pair of glasses. Oh, I have glasses. I just never wear them. And I said, I can tell because you're squinting and leaning into your computer. And that's why you keep coming to me with problems with your neck and headaches. So if something doesn't feel quite comfortable, see if there's something else you can do, like move your feet a little bit, then, don't twist your body and reach for things. Move your feet so your feet are pointed at something. When you reach for them, move your feet back, because that's one of the twisting and extending really strains your neck. Another big one is cell phones, looking down at your cell phones. I'm not saying don't use your cell phone. I'm just saying for your own health, hold your cell phone a little bit higher up, closer to shoulder level. That way you're looking down at it with your eyes and not looking down at it with your neck. Because you hold your head in that downward position, you got gravity's yanking on your face, trying to pull your head down. You got all these muscles that are staying flexed to resist gravity. Strains the muscles, knots in the muscles, on the nerve, gives you headaches, gives you arm pain. And again, I'llFixYou.com. Easy one to remember to get to my website. And check out the website. I got some great explanations on how things work and how I fix things up on people. There's free ebooks on some various subjects. There's great stretching charts on there, because it's got a sketch of a person in the position of the stretch. The muscle it's targeting is highlighted. Then it's got an explanation of how to do that stretch. That way you can look at it and say, oh yeah, this is where I feel pain a lot. Let me try this stretch. Even if you work at a desk all day, try to come up with a little 5-minute stretching routine to start your day with. Before you start your day, just do some stretches. You'll feel so much better when the day's over. You'll feel better throughout the day because you're giving all the muscles a heads up. Hey, we're going to be doing stuff. We're going to be in positions. We're going to feel good today. And when we come back, we'll be back.
I'llFixYou.com. Therapeutic Massage with Trigger Point Therapy. This is real lasting pain relief. Regular massage is great, feels good, great for the body. But Trigger Point Therapy corrects the problem that's causing the pain at the source, even decades-old pain. Headaches, back pain, migraines, sciatic pain, and so much more. Safe, natural, and gentle, half the price of the big chains, only $50 per hour. Go to I'llFixYou.com.
Would you like to expand your business? I'm Francis Battaglia, president of Independent Talk 1100 KFNX. KFNX is one of the most cost-effective and powerful ways to get your message out, reach potential customers, and grow your business. Advertise for only $10 per 30-second spot on top shows like Laura Ingraham and Michael Savage. Call me at 602-277-1100 extension 1463. 602-277-1100 extension 1463.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that. Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Every day, millions of people move into middle age and beyond, and many experience age-related changes, with memory issues being the most noticeable. It may start with something small, like forgetting an appointment or why you walked into a room, but can lead to a much bigger issue down the road. Emerald Laboratories Memory Health is doctor-formulated and contains the breakthrough memory booster Cognizin, clinically proven to reduce cognitive inhibition. Beriva turmeric can also be found in this powerful formula, along with a number of targeted whole food antioxidants known for brain health. Emerald Laboratories Memory Health also contains methylated B12, which is important since research indicates that 25% of American seniors are deficient in B12, a known factor of cognitive decline, potentially leading to memory loss. Ask for Emerald Laboratories Memory Health at your local health food store today, or learn more about it at shopnaturalproducts.com. That's shopnaturalproducts.com.
If you missed the Lars Larson Show, you missed this.
But is there a way for the federal government to fix it, or should they stay away? In that case, I'm pretty well inclined to say stay away. Stay out of First Amendment trouble. You can't have the government regulating speech, even if it's on electronic media, because the minute you have the government deciding what kind of speech is worthy and what kind of speech should be banned, you're headed for real trouble.
Stay up late. Nighttime Talk. Lars Larson. Independent Talk. 1100 KFNX.
Welcome back to Pain Management Arizona. I am Bob Miller. I am a licensed massage therapist, neuromuscular trigger point specialist at New Serenity Massage, at Sonora Life Solutions, and at Urban Wellness. That's Peoria and Phoenix. You can get all that information by going to my website, I'llFixYou.com, or PainManagementArizona.com. Find out how to book with me. You can book online on the website, or you can even buy and send gift cards for someone you care about that you know is in pain. Wouldn't that just be a great Christmas gift? Oh yeah, you've had migraines for the last 20 years. Here you go. Migraines will be gone. Yeah. And it's not a fantasy. It's not exaggerating. It's all the time. I get people that, I've mentioned a few times, just a couple, I guess it's been a few months ago now. I had that one lady that came in. She had a headache every day for 18 years, every single day. And I worked on her, and I looked looked in the areas where I knew I was going to find the knots. I found those knots. I released those knots, got the pressure off the accessory nerve that intervenes with the facial nerve. She no longer got the headaches that are right behind the eye that she had gotten every day for 18 years. And they have not come back. She has not got her headaches back. And that's a beautiful thing. And I enjoy doing it. Like I always say, if I won the lottery, I would still do this. If I won, that $1 billion lottery or even $40 million lottery, I would still keep doing this because I'm the only one I know of that can do it. I still haven't met anybody that can do what I do. People can get some really great relief of a lot of things, but not to the extent what I do. It's really fascinating. That kind of makes me wonder too. It's like all these massive lines of people when it was $1 billion lottery a few weeks ago. I mean, is $40 million not enough for you? It's not. Oh, $40 million just isn't worth it. But if it's a $400 million, oh, then I'm in. Or $1 billion, oh yeah, I'll stand in line for 3 hours to get a ticket for that one. It's like, okay, well, hey, just give me one of the 40 million. I'll be good. Then I'll open up a big place with a bunch of massage rooms, and then I will personally train all the people I hire how to do what I do, which will not be hard. It's just a matter of taking that little bit of information they got in school and saying, hey, we're going to expound on this. We are going to really get into this trigger point therapy part of what you learned in school, because that's what I did. I mean, I just kept studying after I got out of school, and I just never looked back. I keep looking forward every time I get something new or something different that I had not encountered before. I'm looking stuff up on it, and I've actually gotten to the point now I look up stuff that I can't find answers to. I have to figure it out on my own because nobody's bothered to delve this deeply into the neuromuscular world to ask these questions yet. Or if they have, nothing's been published about it because I can't find, answers. But fortunately, I know what I'm doing. I can discover the answers myself. I need to write a book myself, and publish it, or a medical journal paper on a lot of this stuff, because it's just so simple to get some of this stuff worked out with the techniques that I've learned, which my techniques are very much a mixture of several other modalities. Some of them have been around for 2 and 3 and 5,000 years, and combining that with modern knowledge of the anatomy. It's like acupuncture. They found evidence of acupuncture from 5,000 years ago, and it's been known that acupuncture has been done for 3,000 years. But back then, they didn't know what a nervous system was. If you look at an acupuncture chart that was written, which the same charts they use today are the same charts they'd drawn up 3,000 years ago, pretty much, it will show the meridians of the body, the energy lines of the body. I look at that, I compare it to a chart of the anatomy with the nervous system. Guess what? Central nervous system, sciatic nerve, femoral nerve, brachial plexus. These are these mystical energy lines, these mystical meridians of the body, very much correspond exactly with that. And when I look at the individual acupuncture points, it'll say stab a needle here for headaches. I'm like, hey, that's upper trapezius on this nerve that intervenes with that nerve that gets you a headache behind the eye. It's really fascinating that just by guess and by golly, trial and error, back then they figured a lot of that stuff out, because back then they did not dissect human beings that had died for medical study. It was sacrilege. They weren't allowed to do it. So they just had to do trial and error, and by guess and by golly, figure this stuff out on their own. And they got really, really accurate ideas on how the body was working and stuff. But with my technique, it's not acupuncture. I don't, go stabbing pins in you and tearing up tissue. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are afraid of needles. I've known people that I used to have a friend. He used to just spin in his chair whenever he saw a needle, even on television. we'd be sitting around watching a movie, and all of a sudden somebody's about to get stabbed with a hypodermic needle, and he would just be flip-flopping like a fish out of water in his chair. Couldn't even look at it. But I use, I don't do that. I use just gentle finger pressure, get the knots out of the muscles. And again, we are having a contest. If you want to send an email to painmanagementarizona@gmail, we're giving away a 90-minute free therapeutic massage session. It will be transferable too, so you can give it as a gift or give it to someone you care about that has pain. So just send a contest in the subject line, or anything you want to write in the subject line that I know you're trying to enter the contest, and your name, and I'll send you back an email if you win. And let's see, go to painmanagementarizona.com for more information about the locations, and I'llFixYou.com also gets you more information as well. That's the main site, I'llFixYou.com. And I have a link there that you can actually book your own appointment. It shows what times are available, and you can book your own appointment. I also am selling gift cards in time for the holiday. Regular price, only $50 for an hour, which is about half the price of what most of the big fast food chain of massage places are charging for visits. So you can send an electronic gift card to someone, and they can redeem it with me at either Peoria or a Phoenix location. Again, the Peoria location is at Sonoran Life Solution Counseling Offices. Really beautiful office they have there. I have an office I use there, and that's at about 94th Drive and Thunderbird. That's in the Avenues. Or you can go to Urban Wellness in downtown Phoenix at 7th Street and McDowell about. Great place. They have yoga classes, meditation classes, singing bowl classes, and a bunch of more natural type of healing and wellness people that work there. A lot of really great people there. And a really neat gift shop they got there too. And I have appointments pretty much 7 days a week. I can take appointments anywhere from as early as 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning till 8 or 9 at night if need be. I can work around your schedule. See, it's New Serenity Massage is my business. So I'm the boss. I make the rules. And my rules are, hey, take good care of the customers. I know a lot of people have busy lives, so I go ahead and I'll take late appointments if need be, or even early morning appointments before you have to go into work. But we can get rid of headaches, back pain, migraines, shoulder pain, hip pain, sciatic pain, all these things you were told you had to live with. You probably don't. And it's a very simple fix, very affordable, only $50 an hour. And again, painmanagementarizona.com, I'llFixYou.com gets you all the information on how to book. Can book online, send a gift card, or you can call 623-974-3333 to book it directly at the Peoria office. And that's 623-974-3333. You can even call now and leave a message that you want to book an appointment with Bob, and they'll get you on my schedule. And we will be back next week with more great information on how to stay out of pain and how to get out of pain if you're already in pain. Even chronic pain that you've been suffering with for decades can easily be corrected with some neuromuscular trigger point therapy. So give me a call, send me a text, go to my website, see how to give me a call or send me my text, because I have the numbers on the website. And we are out of here for this week. Tune again next week. Bye-bye.
The information and opinions you hear on this radio show are those of the host, guests, and callers, and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of KFNX, its affiliates, management, or advertisers.
It's causing the pain at the source, even decades-old pain. Headaches, back pain, migraines, sciatic pain, and so much more. Safe, natural, and gentle, half the price of the big chains, only $50 per hour. Go to I'llFixYou.com.
Listen to Healthy House